Alright, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. We figured we'd do a quick little video. We're headed out. It's actually Monday evening. Normally we would leave on Sunday evening. Last night we loaded up the car with all the stuff, the groceries and whatnot to put in the truck and get to the truck, and a windshield that we were supposed to have replaced hadn't been replaced yet. Told us that it had been ordered and they would have it in as soon as we got back on this last trip, and they didn't do it for whatever reason. So just called the boss man, and he got on the phone with the shop, and he just pretty much told us to leave out the next day, which is today. So we're finally back on the road, which kind of sucks because I lose a day. But with that being said, we also found out that we're going to have to bobtail. We're going to have to bobtail about 350 miles up to just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. It's something you might want to ask your company, when you're trying to choose a company, is whether or not they pay the same for bobtail as they do loaded or deadhead, for that matter. Do they pay the same rate for loaded miles as unloaded miles? Our company pays us the same, whether we're bobtailing, whether we're loaded, whether we're unloaded. So we're on the way up to Nashville now. We're getting ready to go up Black Mountain here in North Carolina, going out through the gorge up 40, and we'll go pick up a trailer there in Nashville. Our job is pretty much 99.9% drop and hook. There's a couple of stops that we have to get live unloaded, live loaded, but for the most part we're drop and hook. But we figured we'd talk or make a little video real quick about bobtailing. Some things you might need to watch out for. Some people might think that it's easier to drive bobtail, or truck operates better bobtail, but that's, to me, that's the complete opposite. You have to understand that these trucks were designed to haul weight, 40,000 pounds. That's the way they're set up. So when you're not doing that, they're not operating the way they were designed to operate. Basically, if you're not pulling a trailer, you don't have the weight on the drives back there. It's keeping that rear end of the truck down. So you can get into a situation where you're trying to stop a little quicker than you should be, for whatever reason that might be, and you can get yourself into a little bit of trouble. It might take you a little bit longer to stop. The back of the truck might start hopping around a little bit, and it's going to take you a lot longer to stop running bobtail than it does when you're loaded. Like I said, it might not make a lot of sense to some people or whatnot, but like I said, this is the way these trucks were designed. They were designed to haul that weight. So if you're running bobtail, you really need to pay a little bit extra attention to what you're doing and what's going on around you. Whether or not a four-wheeler's cut you off and you have to slam on the brakes, you might lock up those drives back there. It's also going to handle a little bit different. Again, you don't have the weight back there pushing down on those drive tires, so it might act a little squirrely on you, on your handling. It just doesn't handle as well or stop as well as it does when it's loaded. Rain, the weather, whether it's rain or snow, will impact that as well. You might want to increase your stopping distance, be a little bit more careful. Don't be slamming on the brakes if you don't have to, because you're gonna lock them up, or you're gonna start hopping back there on the drives, and it's just no telling what's gonna happen after that. So just be aware of what's going on around you. Be extra careful when you're bobtailing. I think we bobtailed one time. Matter of fact, this same mountain we're going up, Black Mountain here, we had to come down Black Mountain bobtailing, where there was 6-7 inches of snow on the ground. It was a sketchy situation. You just kind of pay attention and slow down, and don't get into a big hurry, and don't worry about pissing anybody off behind you or anything like that. Four-wheelers are going to be mad at you anyways. They're going to be flipping you the bird all the time anyways. But just take it slow, use your common sense. It took us a long time that night to get down Black Mountain. I think we were going 40 miles. It took us over 5 hours to get there. That's how bad it was snowing. Now that's something typically we would have parked. However, in that 30 miles is where home was, so we were 30 miles from home. Or otherwise, we would have pulled off the side of the road, or found a truck stop or a rest area and just shut it on down or whatnot. But it was a sketchy situation, so just be careful, when you're bobtailing or whatnot. Just be aware of what's going on around you. Yeah, don't use your Jake brake, as far as, especially when it's, snow and ice or anything like that, when you're bobtailing. Or, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're pulling a piece of the seat out of your butt cracker. It's gonna draw you right up. But just, use your common sense, you know what I mean? Just be careful. Don't worry about getting anywhere too fast, and don't worry about, like I said, making anybody mad around you. Like I said, it's just a little more squirrely than driving it when it's loaded. But we're gonna get on down the road. We just want to make a quick video. We're losing light anyways or whatnot, but we'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe out there.